Hello everyone and welcome back to ZexionGamer. This time I'm starting a new, not playthrough, but a new series that I'm going to call ZexionGamer Builds. This is when I take comments from you guys of famous landmarks, buildings, structures, anything from like video games, shows, movies, stuff like that, and I try to build them in Minecraft to the best of my ability. I'm okay at building, I guess. I'll let you decide that for yourself as I'm, doing all these things. But I'm going to show you quick. Actually, I'm going to create a new one. We'll do that. I'm going to go on creative mode just because we get free flying and stuff like that. It's a lot easier to build when you're flying. So we'll do that. And I like building in an actual terrain instead of like on the flat plains you can decide to, set yourself in. I like building in actual worlds because it gives it a little, I guess, scale almost. So I'm going to let this simulate for a bit, and then I'm going to have to maybe take a break and find a place where we can actually build the first structure we were requested. Ooh, actually. Let's see. Ha! Perfect! We kind of landed in a place... Oh, and we're near some oil. If anyone wonders what version I'm using Tekkit Classic. So this is basalt. Excuse me, not oil. This is basalt. Well, we're not going to have to use that today. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly level out this little bit of land here. Let me just import a shovel. So I can talk real fast about what I'm... Actually, I should probably be throwing them here. Alright, let's go. If my computer would stop lagging, thank you. Let's go with a diamond shovel, just so it lasts us a hell of a long time. Alright, now then. I'll probably fill some of this gap stuff in, but... I'm not going to tell you what I'm building yet, even though you'll probably know by the screenshot of the video, but I'm going to keep that a surprise for now. But I do test these out a little bit before I actually build them, so they're not completely out of the blue. Although this one, I actually got to scale pretty much on the first shot. Just planning out in my head exactly what I wanted to do. I actually got it pretty much to scale right the first time. I basically just went for it and just started building. So I'm not trying to brag or anything on my building skills because you'll probably find out in later episodes they're going to suck. And this is a kind of a repetitive project. It's like there's one side and the side is just repeated 4 times. So very building, me just digging. Very boring, excuse me. As long as I can fit a 22 by 22 square on this patch of land, I'm not gonna complain. A cow! Or sheep, excuse me. Black sheep. Alright, let's just even this all out. This item, I thought about doing this whole series, and then I'm like, well, I need a request for something I can build in Minecraft. So I asked my sister, who is the Doctor Who nerd, and she's like, build the TARDIS. So I'm like, okay, I can do that, even though I know nothing about Doctor Who, so all these... I'm sorry if I completely, mess up some fine detail of the TARDIS, because, I don't entirely watch the show. So anyway, let's bring in some dirt. Actually, I think I have it right there. There we are. Alright, let's fill in some of these little gaps. I think this will be big enough once I fill in this little bit here. And you don't really need to worry about, grass not being completely grown in yet, or stone being exposed, or whatever, because... Get out of here! Thank you. Alright, so... I think this is going to look pretty good, and we're actually going to use some of the Tekkit specific stuff. So, it won't be so, won't be too bad, I reckon. So let's just even all this out. I was actually very surprised I landed on a fairly flat surface with such little ease, because when I was doing my test build, it took me forever to find a flat surface. I just don't like building in the flat, empty plains. It's just a little, I guess, too plain for me. But I did finish my test build as far as I wanted to bring it. And I stepped back and I'm like, yes, it looks awesome. And then a creeper spawned on the roof. So I was like, fantastic. So I sniped it from a distance with a bow and arrow instead of approaching it, because no doubt it was going to probably explode. Let's see, can I fit it here? I suppose so. Alright, so I'm going to clean this out. I'm going to keep my shovel, just in case, because I may need to clean stuff out. Alright, first step you want to do is look up blue. We're going to use the darker blue for the TARDIS here. So you want a full block, the slabs, just plain blue slabs. Now what Tekkit does is that it's able to change the size of these blocks, but it does still fit in a solid size block. So a cover slab is technically half a full block. So if you try to place this half block and then put a full block on top, you'll see like a little narrow gap. So you don't quite want to be using them side by side as much unless you're careful. Then we're going to need cover strips, covers, which I'm actually going to rearrange the order of here. Alright, there's that, and then I think that's all we need for the beginning of the build. Eventually we'll end up bringing in some lamps and some redstone and stuff like that. So, first step with your solid blue blocks is make a 22 by 22. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now, will I have enough? I will probably need to tear down that thing a little bit, so let's do that real fast here. I thought I got my estimate right, but I was apparently way off, so we'll just quickly clean this out a little bit here. Might be good now, I guess. Alright. Let's go here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, no, 20. Okay, let's get rid of this one. Well, I didn't need to clear out as much of that as I thought. Anyway, flowers will just get in your way when you're placing blocks. So 1, 2, 5, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, yeah, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now this should match up with the ending of this, which is awesome, and it does. Whoops. That was stupid. Alright. Let me just pour in some dirt here. Get out of here, leaves and flowers. No one wants you. Sheep, you're going to be surrounded in a blue wool fence. I suggest you get out. I may lure it away with some... you know what? Fine. Alright. I'll probably lure it away with some wheat later. Maybe I'll make them all happy and I'll bring them to another sheep. There's tons of sheep over there. I could make my own little, you know, sheep baby, I suppose. Anyway. Oh, good. You did get out. Good sheep. You listened to me. Anyway. So what you want to do now is fill in this entire block with blue wool. It's going to be sort of Get out of here! It's gonna be sort of a long process. Especially when you are doing it at random like me, because I am smart. Oh! You must have hopped over it. Alright, I'll have to lure you out eventually. I'm gonna corner it somewhere. Or, you know, it could hop up onto the blue wool like it already did. We'll go have it, one of them have a baby, apparently. And, it'll be our little mascot for the TARDIS build. I don't know if sheep has anything to do with Doctor Who, but whatever. I do not watch the show, I'm going to reiterate, so. If this blue isn't technically the right shade of blue, I'm sorry. I don't control what color wool they have in Tekkit, so if you are going to complain for the perfect Doctor Who TARDIS blue, then go complain to the people who make Tekkit, because it's not me. In the future, I may end up using something a little more advanced in Tekkit, so it's not so, you know, just plain blue wool, which could technically be done in vanilla Minecraft too, but I chose normal Tekkit because I wanted to use the lamps, and they don't really have white lamps in vanilla Minecraft. They just have like the glowstone ones, which don't entirely give off the right effect. So, alright, we got our platform. This is our building space. Now it only goes up from here. Alright, first of all, let's have a little bit of fun before we actually complete the build. I shouldn't need that anymore, and I really should not need the shovel anymore. But let's go some wheat. Oh, sheepy sheep. Aye. God. Come on, sheepy sheep. Let's see. There's a nice black one over here. Let's do that. Okay? Ah. What color? What color? Place your bet. Oh, it's white. Alright, anyway. I'm pretty sure that's not how genetics go, but whatever. Alright, let me actually drop this wheat before they continue to follow me. Oh, the baby, it's so cute. Giant head, small body. I find that very entertaining. Alright, we're still using the full blocks. This is where you'd want to put your fly mode in. Alright, so you're gonna do a 4x4 corner. You're going to do something like this on every corner. I'm only going to show you how to build one panel because it's 4 sides of the same panel. So I'm just going to show you how to build one, and then I'll cut to my test build where I actually ended up finishing it. And we'll do that. So you want to build this one about 40 high, okay? So that's, and it's 40 off the base layer, so this is 2. Come on, there you go. Come on, there we go. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, with some delay, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Alright, and that background noise will come up if you've never used Tekkit before. It's just an altitude wind noise, so just ignore it. It's annoying. I can turn down my music if it gets too annoying, but you won't be up that high terribly long, at least for a little while. Alright, so I'm going to build this one. I'm probably just going to speed through time, because you don't want to watch me count to 40 again, do you? Nah, I didn't think so. Alright, we got our 2 posts here. Now what you'd want to do is get down to the bottom here. Go down. Alright, we're going to land right there. Alright, what we're going to do now is take your slabs, which is like half blocks basically, and we're going to do a layer like this all the way across the bottom. Like I said, I'm only going to show you how to do one door, so I'm only going to do this one side, and then you just repeat the same process 4 times, okay? Just for the sake of making a short video, and me not needing to spend hours doing it again. So, get out of here, sheep! Get out of here! Don't look at me like that. No. Just don't. Get off my wall. I'm not going to be cruel to animals, so I'm just going to push you. Alright, anyway. Then, once you have that bottom row done, you just want to put another... You actually want to go all the way up the side with this. Okay. This thing looks really good lit up when it's finished, so switching it to night is probably really cool. It just looks really cool switching it up. I'm not going to be able to do actual writing on this thing. Some people here may not be familiar with Minecraft at all, but I can't do writing, so you're just going to have to bear with it being a plain blue side without the police call box thing on the side, so... That stupid turbulence thing, or wind noise, whatever you want to call it. Irritating as shit. I built an entire world on my old computer before it died, and my home was actually in a place where it was apparently high, so even when I was inside, I kept getting that wind turbulence noise, so I'm like, what the hell? Alright, so we're almost set here. So it's 3 panels, and then there's the lit window sections at the top. So I'm gonna have to port a few things in when we get to the lit window portions, but alright, so pretty much from there we have this entire bit outlined. You could connect the top, but we'll just do that later. Now you want to find center. Okay, so it ends up being this inner piece where we're going to put the first panel should be 6 wide. So 1, actually, it's probably good if we actually just put... Alright, so then you want to go to your panels, I believe is what these are. Yes, panels. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. That should leave 2 in the middle, and this is where you want to put slabs. Okay, so there's panel 1 on the left side and panel 2 on the right side. And I do not want animals or things spawning on me, so I'm going to set it to daytime again. Alright, I mean monsters, excuse me. Alright, so then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up. Okay, and then you go, 6 wide, so you make a rectangle. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then you normally continue that down, but I'm going to go 6 from this side too, so. Let's see. I'm thinking this is the right. 3. Oops. 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course I did one too many, but whatever. I'll just chip it off the top here. Alright. Is it? Oh. I don't know. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it is. Alright. And then 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, then you can bring it down. Alright, and then... God, the angling system for these things is... Stop. Thank you. And there are some pieces we're going to be setting that we're going to have to actually remove at a point later. So don't be, you know, a little discouraged if I end up porting in some... Or, not exactly porting in some wool, but using bits that don't seem to make sense when I place them. We're going to remove a bunch of them. So they're just placeholders for things that don't like to be placed without anything up against it. Alright, so there's panel 1. Okay. Why? Did I go up one too many on this? I might have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops. So wait a minute. 1. Alright, this is driving me nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, of course. It should be only 8 tall. I think I counted 8 from the bottom when I already placed one. Oh boy. Alright, anyway, once you get that figured out, just take the slabs again and go for a solid bit all the way across. Come on. There we are. Alright. And you want to go up here. Bring this up. This is where, like, the center of the door would break apart for you to actually step into the call box or into the TARDIS, whichever one you prefer it to be called. Alright. There and there. Alright, so there. You can sort of see how the panels are starting to come together now, so. Let me just put the panels down on this side. There. Alright, so there's the bottom set of panels there. So, it's starting to look like the door of the TARDIS, so there we go. I'm probably going to actually cut ahead to when I've done this 3 more times and I'm setting up the top panel, but let me just show you the spacing real fast. Again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then you go to the slab, and you go 1, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this bit here, from here to the top, is going to be the windowed bit, which actually takes a little explanation because it's a little tricky. But it will be perfectly fine. And then there's the top bit where the police call box logo would go. But like I said, I'm not going to be able to do that here, but I'm still going to provide the spacing for it. Alright, I would suggest doing the spacing from one side and then just bringing these across, just so you don't have to worry about... Like I said, the angling systems for placing these blocks gets frustrating. Alright, there. And then you can just bring these 2 bits, if it'll let me place one, up. Da 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 da. Seems like the sheep have decided to leave us alone. They're out frolicking on the basalt. Alright, there. And I figured this would be kind of boring, scare cam footage, so, or whatever you want to say, face cam. Ah, no, fly, please work. Thank you. I'm not done building yet, flying. Come on now. I don't want to be falling out of the sky. Alright. Alright. And actually the center bit goes up here too, so you can go 1, 2, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that'll be fine because that puts the panel of 8 on the inside. So I will probably cut to filling in all the 4 panels here, so it's not such a long video, but I'll see you in a second. Alright, now Doctor Who lovers and those who are just interested in how the hell I built such a weirdly shaped object with wool blocks. Here's what you should get after you've done the 6 panels. So basically from here on out, we're going to be working with the windowed bit up top here, which I find this is the most irritating part. It took me the longest to figure out exactly how to do it. So let's just bring this across here. Alright. So this is where we're going to use the parts that are very, that we are going to remove after we place something, because we're going to actually end up using the slab or the panel strips. But first we need to place some placeholders. So I like to pour it in white wool so I know exactly which ones I'm going to be using. Alright, so we're going to use the white wool as placeholders, okay? You can use any color wool as long as it's a panel. This really only works with panels, but you can use any one. So you want to go 1, 2, 3. You'd want to go 1 away from the wall for the moment. 4, but then on the 4th one, place 1 next to it like that. Okay? This will make more sense in a second. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 up to the top. And this is a double check to make sure your spacing's right. It should be 8 tall and 2 wide at this point. Okay? And do the same thing on this side. We have some creatures down there, but I don't care at the moment. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 to the side. Go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then to bring these 2 across, you do want to do that. So what it's going to sort of look like is you have 6 sections. Okay, that's going to be the 6 little mini window panels. Okay, this white wool is not going to stay. I'm going to say it again. All right. So first, you want to. Actually, let's see, why did I choose the wrong? Oh, I did cover strips. You want panel strips. My mistake. Alright, you want panel strips. That's the ones you want to do. Alright. So panel strips are the same thickness as panels, okay? So that's pretty self-explanatory, but we want to go across these. And then let's see, why does this? I feel like I did covers in my last playthrough, my last play of this, but whatever. Alright, and then you do. Yes, okay. So you want to do the parallels. I mean the parallels up and down first, and then do those like that. Nope, not there. Up along the sides, please. Thank you. Alright. So you do that. Why do I have a feeling that these are not lining up the way I want them to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. Huh. Maybe I was supposed to use cover strips and I'm just being an idiot. I thought I used cover strips for a reason. Anyway, so we'll move these because the cover strips actually look better. These are a little too thick, I think. and it doesn't make the spacing look entirely right. So, sorry about that. That works too, I guess. Again, I'm just going to replace the white piece I just accidentally broke here. Alright, so even though you don't necessarily... The white isn't going to stay, so it's okay if the cover strips aren't perfectly in line with what you do. Those pieces are just to give it something to snap to. If you didn't have those there, you wouldn't be able to place these. This then becomes a pain in the butt. Okay, so you do that. Remove this. Now you can do the parts where they cross. Come on, there we go. Alright, da. Okay. Now, since you have those placed, you can do this. Okay. Then you can go this. Put that there. Alright, now you can see the crosshairs. So once you have that done, remove the white. Alright, there. Okay, so there's the window panel. Okay, it should be the same size as these solid panels, but they should have the 6 little mini windows. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing on this side, but I'm actually going to keep this part in because it is a tricky little process, and even I messed up on it, so now you're going to get it from start to finish the correct way. Alright, let's go down. 1, 2, 3, 4 up. 1 to the side. You can bring this straight across here if you wanted to, I don't care. As long as you get the structure to have the framework be done correctly. My fly needs to stop dying. Oh, come on now. There we are. Alright. There to there. And like I said, these are placeholders. Don't worry, they're going to be removed. Okay? So now that you're done with that, you want to get the parallel lines done first and do the cross lines after. Did I? Nope, that's fine. It's going to look a little counterintuitive because it looks like the bottom bits are smaller, but it's just because the panels are actually laying on the smaller side. Or they're laying on top of the smaller side, which makes them actually even. Okay, so do that. Go on the inside of this middle panel. Okay, remove that white piece. Do a cross. Remove this white piece. Do the cross in the correct place. Okay, and you can, at this point, actually remove these white bits now. Then you go down, do the up and down parts here. Up and down parts here. You can remove these 2 white pieces. That and that. And now you can remove all the white wool here. And now you have the panels. Okay. What happens now? You can see the door is actually taking shape very well. So what you want to do now is we're going to go here. We're actually going to go behind it, so on the inside of the TARDIS. You can see it's pretty flat on the inside. What we're going to do now is we're actually going to throw out a lot of these bits that we're not using at the moment. We can get rid of the white wool at this point. What you're going to do is you're going to grab white lamps, okay? You're also going to want to do a red stone torch, okay? And then some red alloy wires, okay? That's going to work. That's going to make this whole lighting structure work, okay? What I did, at least, was place the redstone torch here, okay? And then I ended up placing some of the lamps are going to light up because I placed the redstone torch now, and some of them are actually not going to light up right at the moment, but we're going to make them all light up, don't worry. That's what the red alloy wire is for. This stuff is Tekkit specific, like the wool being cut into bits are. You won't find white lamps, and there's many color lamps in Tekkit. If anyone who's wondering where Tekkit comes from, I'll put the link to download it in the description. It's actually just a launcher So you come in, you can have access to Tekkit Light, which I'm not quite sure what the difference is yet. Then there's normal Tekkit, the classic Tekkit, Tekkit Light. Then there's like Volts and Yogbox and all sorts of other things you can play in there too, but it's all from one launcher. Alright, so there, you want to cover the entire inside. You just want to make sure that this blue bit is still in front of these. You won't see these brown bits so much, okay, so don't worry about it. Once they're all lit up, you don't really see the brown bits so much. Go on this side, do the same thing. Okay. Like, you can't place them on the inside there. Okay, you see the difference? You don't quite want them there. You want them on the inside. Okay. We'll go all the way down. Oops, not you. Not you either. There we are. Alright, we'll bring you over. I was trying to get glass to work. There's also glass slabs and stuff like that, but with these crosshairs, it doesn't entirely work so well. There's some, and the glass keeps these crosshairs, the brown stuff is also on the glass too. So it became a pain to look through. It just looked like looking through a grid, and I didn't entirely like how that looked, but I noticed with the lamps, when they're all lit up, you don't really, from a distance, you don't really see the brown so much. But you do sort of see it with the glass. So, alright, so this is how it should look, or something like this when you're done. You don't need to have these two here. You could technically get rid of those if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave them. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the red LA wire and go all the way across the top side here, and you'll see how each one will light up as you go. Okay. Then, if you notice with these is that when one lamp is lit up, each one next to it are going to light up too. So we're going to do 2 bits that come all the way across. Okay, we're going to go down. And we're going to go, come on, we're going to go all the way down. Okay, until all the lamp bits are lit up. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Okay, there we go. One side's entirely lit up. And the good thing is, with all this wiring on the inside of the TARDIS, you're not going to see it once you've actually completed it. Although some people may want to decorate the inside of the TARDIS, which you could do. You just want to build a giant wall, 2 blocks in, all the way up. You'll lose a little bit of space on the inside, but you won't lose too much, and you won't see all this wiring. Okay? That, or you make the inside of the TARDIS cut off here, and you just block the entire top bit of this off. Play around with it, okay? I'm just here to show you how to build the outside. The inside is probably for people who know the show more than I do. Alright, so let's take a look at it, what it looks like from the front. That looks awesome. Like I said, you don't entirely see the crosshairs so much. They're a lot less noticeable than it was with the glass. And the glass, you'd see an empty inside and it'd be kind of dark, so you really wouldn't get the white glass feel from it. So I tried white wool too, and again, the crosshairs got in the way, but the lamps are actually the best things to do with it. So I'm gonna get rid of you. Get rid of those 2. Alright, there we go. So that's how you set up the lighting mechanism for this side. Okay, now I'm going to work on getting this part built here, and then the roof bit, which also has a light. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that too. So, what is going to happen is I'm actually going to bring up my reference picture real fast, just so you can see exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so there's that. So it looks like it comes all the way across. Alright. So we're going to go back to using solid block. Okay. And we're going to go. We're actually going to get rid of you. Oops. Come on down. There we go. We're actually going to get rid of those. We're going to go out solid about, whoops, come on. About 3. Okay. And we're going to do this all the way across the top. This would be normally where you'd put the police call box logo. Okay. Like I said, we can't really do that in Tekkit so well, or Minecraft in general. Unless you know, do something fancy and make pictures be letters to this, and you just use those. But I don't know how to entirely do that, so. I mean, if people want me to try to figure that out, I can, but I'm not entirely sure about even how to go about doing that, so. Alright, and this should line up perfectly right. Actually, I'm going to destroy you too. Alright, so there we go. We're going to back off. There's the actual door, okay? Police call box would normally be written like right across the center here, but we can't entirely do that. Oh, rain, go away! Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Alright, anyway. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to make the corner bits. So, but what I'm going to do real fast is just so I can show you how to set up the corners, which technically need 2 doors. I'm going to build just a little thing out this way. Okay, so you can see on the reference picture, it has this tapering in bit here. This is going to take the most work to figure out. But what we're going to do is we're going to use slabs here, a full block, and a slab here. So I'll show you how to do that real fast. Okay, we're going to use a slab flat against the surface. Okay, and we're going to do that here and here, so it surrounds the corner. Then you're going to take a full block here. Okay. So that actually looks pretty good there. I thought we were going to put a slab on top, but it turns out the full block actually does a good job of doing that. So, you can see how we've just made this little part here. Okay. Now, we're going to do this part that goes across. Alright. So, what we're going to do with that is we're actually going to do... Get out of that. We're going to build... We're actually going to have to do a... Not you. A solid bit all the way across here. Okay. This one took a lot of fiddling around, so I may actually end up making a mistake. So, just bear with me, because this part took the longest to figure out for me, is how to get this corner bit perfectly right. Okay, so we're going to do this here. I'll bring this out another one, I guess. Alright, so we have that. We're not going to use an entirely full block. Okay, or we're actually going to put a layer of full blocks in this direction. Okay. Now, we're going to take the slab. I think it was the slab, or did I do covers? I'm trying to remember which one I did in my test build. I think it was the slabs. Was that how I had it go? Look at my reference picture real quick. Like I said, this was the part that was the hardest for me to figure out. Alright, I think I remembered how I did this. It just looks a little odd right now, but bear with me, okay? So this goes here. Okay, go all the way down. Like I said, you'd be doing this on all 4 corners, but I'm only showing you how to do one door panel for the sake of trying to, you know, make it all fit in a decent sized video. And this should have a full block behind it. There we go. Alright, so we've done that. Now it has to rise up above this part just a little bit. So what I think I ended up doing... Look at my reference picture real fast. Okay, so this comes in a little bit and it goes all the way across, and it's parallel with the layer we just placed. Okay, what we're going to do for this is we're actually going to use blue. We're not going to use we're going to use slab strips. Okay, so we want blue wool slab strip. We can actually get rid of the red ally wires. We're not going to need those. Okay, now we're going to use slab strips, which are the corner bits, basically. And it just rises it up just enough, or should rise it up just enough to get it to work. And it's being stubborn with me today. Of course you are. Alright, what did I end up doing? Did I end up... I'm trying to remember exactly what I ended up doing. Sorry, guys. Alright, for the sake of the video, I'm getting extremely frustrated with why it's not letting me do the slab strips the way I want them to. So I'm going to quickly show you what I ended up doing with this corner here. Okay, I'm just going to destroy all this. Alright, so this is sort of how we have it set up now. Just this, this flat bit with full blocks. Okay? What we ended up doing was on the very corner, we ended up going slab, slab, slab. That much is correct. Then you want to go slab and slab again. Okay? We originally put a full block there. I don't think it would make a difference if we did, but for the sake of this, we're just going to do that. Alright, we put a full block there. Slab here. Or, why did it not place it? Hold on, it's probably just being stubborn and it won't show it for whatever reason. Okay, there. There we go. It didn't show it for a second. Alright, so full block behind it, slab, slab in front. Okay, then another slab here, another slab there. Okay, that gives it that. And then you end up taking the slab strips, placing those there. Then you'd want to port in what are called slab corners. Okay, so you take that and you put that there to make the corner be nice and even. Okay, this is my actual test build that I ended up doing, just to show you how it'll look. Alright, basically what I ended up doing after that was, I covered this whole area in slabs, as you can see here. Okay, well, I did slab for a chunk of it. There, like that. You could do slabs or solid blocks, whichever you want to do. Okay, what I ended up doing was just, filling in however much it should be all the way across. Okay, I didn't do these back two sides, because like I said, it was just a test build. Okay, and it was taking me ages to figure everything out, so you cover it all out. Okay, once you're done that, you should be able to go and do a 4x4 block of white lamps here. Okay, and put that with 8 this way. Well, 8 in every direction. Okay, that should make it perfectly centered. Now, come on, fly, there we go. What ended up looking odd to me is that, from up top, it looks like it's not centered, but it's because we have these tapered edges that still show up here. It's centered. If you go 8 on each side, it's centered. That's what it is when it's centered. You have the same amount of blocks on each side. Okay? So, then, keeping the slab corners and stuff out, you take the slab strips, go along the entire thing, put the slab corners in, but before you do that, to make these up and down parts on the outside, I couldn't make them raised away from the lamp like it is in the picture, but, I tried my best. You'd want to, again, place some placeholders. So put a slab there, take the, a panel, excuse me, then take the panel strips, place it, remove that, put this there, and then the corner strip can go on, the corner bit can go on top. If you try to put the corner bit first, it's not going to let you place this thing in the correct place. It'll either go there or there. Okay? So place, just a quick panel, that there, and do a corner strip, or corner bit. Okay? Do that along all the corners. All I ended up doing up top was just doing a panel and doing panel strips there, doing corners again on that side. Now I'll show you how I wired that lamp underneath. Okay, You go, you find the center, you poke the holes. You're not going to see this hole from the top. You place your 4x4 of lamps, then you place 4 redstone torches. Okay, you probably could use alloy wires too. I just figured the torches are easier and they hide better. Alright, so you do that. All 8 of these the lamps up here light up. And it looks pretty damn sick if I do say so myself. Alright, and mainly, like I said, the hardest part is not, you know, wiring everything up. The hardest part is getting it so the tapering part on the top is definitely the hardest part. Alright, like I said, I've only built 2 sides, but just repeat the process I've done in the video 4 times, and then, you know, make your 4 sides, and you should be done. Remember to leave a hole somewhere for you to do all your wiring on the inside, or do the wiring on the inside as you complete walls. Makes it a lot easier. Okay, I have this white bit there because on the actual picture there's a paper bit with some writing on it. Okay, so that's basically how you do it there. Again, the confusion is getting the tapering of the corner up here. Okay, that's the hardest part. Just work with it, play around with it. You can probably find ones that you like better than this. I don't know. So that was how to build a TARDIS in Minecraft with a little bit of difficulty, but you know, just follow that last bit I ended up doing, and you should be perfectly fine. All right. So this is ZexionGamer signing off. Put comments in below of things I should build. I'd want to do like video game buildings, movie buildings, iconic, not items so much. I mean, I could do items, but if you really want me to get me passionate about something, I'm into Lord of the Rings at the moment. So Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, basically. So there you go. If you find things in there that you want me to build, and try to have it be things that aren't terribly huge. Like, one of my friends was saying she wanted to build Erebor in Minecraft, and I'm like, okay. She liked how, you know, Erebor and stuff could be done in Minecraft, and I'm like, that is a huge project. I am not doing that. But, you know, things like this, where it's, you know, an object, a structure, a small building, a small, anything small, basically, is what I'd want it to be, just so it's not going to take me hours and hours and hours to plan, and then hours and hours and hours to film. So I try to do as little planning as I can on these, but with this one, where it was my first one, I wanted to plan it out fairly well. So, that is the TARDIS. Looks really cool. I really like with all the lit up glass and stuff in the top. Makes it look pretty complete. So, join me next time, where I will take one of your suggestions, hopefully, and build it and get this thing going. So, ZexionGamer signing off.